vegan style.
Buckley, Buckley, oh hi. What is up, plant lovers? It's Jackson here, taking a little morning walk through the neighborhood. It's a beautiful, sunny Los Angeles day. I'm only here for 2 more days till I go off to Brooklyn, New York for the summer to work with 350.org, the environmental group, trying to organize the country, the world, to protest the Keystone XL pipeline for the safety of all animals, all people, and the environment. So I'm just taking my morning fasted walk. I woke up this morning, slept in a little bit, and downed a liter of water. And now I'm just taking a walk with the Bucks. Mr. Buckley, my man. And I'm listening to my podcasts. I love to do this in the morning. There are so many amazing podcasts on the internet that give you such incredible information. It's almost overwhelming. There's the Rich Roll podcast, Thomas Tadlock's The Vegan Body Revolution, which I'm sure you have heard of. He has some amazing people on his podcasts, a lot of vegan bodybuilders. He comes from a bodybuilding background, and Tori Washington has been on his show, Chad Byers, Derek Treesize, Robert Cheeke, you name it. All the most famous figures in the vegan bodybuilding world he's interviewed, and they're amazing interviews. They tell you, he gets in such detail. They talk about daily workout plans, weekly workout plans, weekly nutrition, meals for mass building, meals for cutting, meals for fat burning, pre-contests. I mean, it is crazy the amount of information on that show. And today, he has on an interview with Jahina Malik, who is a female vegan bodybuilder. And what is so amazing about her is that there are so many bodybuilders who maybe turned vegan after a year or have been doing vegan for 3 years, and they're amazing. They are inspirations. But this woman, professional vegan bodybuilder, jacked out of her mind, is not only a woman, which is just harder to build muscle than men. She has been vegan since birth. She has never consumed animal products, along with her 5 siblings and her parents, who raised them all vegan. So, truly a unique story. There are not many people in the world who have been raised vegan since birth, especially in America. Probably in places in rural Asia, it happens much more frequently. Let's do a little tour of the compost bin today. Beautiful goodness, some kale up there. Broccoli stems, rotten beets, orange peels, banana peels, snap pea shells. Good stuff. There's a snail feeding in on that. Look at that, providing him or her with a little lunch. Onion peels. No use in throwing your food scraps in the trash to end up in a landfill. That is an immoral act. Give your food scraps back to the earth where it belongs so it can be useful to the snails and insects, bacteria, and worms of the world. Right, Buckley? Is that right? Yes. Buckley agrees. Alright, what's up? We just took our walk with Buckley. Now it's time for breakfast. So, in here I have 500 milliliters of like a water/juice blend. So I have kale juice, dandelion juice, parsley juice, or you can just use water. If you have juice available, it's great. It's like the densest form of vitamins and minerals possible, but just fill up with water. And I have 1 scoop of Vega protein powder in here with a little bit of cinnamon, some acai, some maca. All right, so we have and this is already blended up. So we have our liquid base, and now we'll come in to the foods. So right here, we have 1 ripe banana. Look, these are ripe bananas. These are how bananas are supposed to look. These actually will be best in like 2 or 3 days even. They should be pretty black. So we have a banana, we have one fresh apricot, this is all from the farmer's market, handful of blueberries, handful of raspberries, strawberries, grapes, just any high fructose fruit you can possibly get. We have some mint for flavor, some apples, and there's all our fruit. And then we go into the greens. I got some slices of ginger, which is really good for digestion. We have celery, dino kale, sunflower sprouts, Swiss chard, romaine, and some broccoli. Broccoli is one of the highest protein vegetables around. So we're gonna take all that, put it into our smoothie, and then blend that up with some ice just for texture, because I like that, and then we're gonna put some granola in there. All right, so this Vitamix weighs about 2 pounds without anything in it. Let's see how heavy my smoothie is. It's 6 pounds right now, which means there's 4 pounds of water and food in there of delicious goodness that I am about to blend up and then eat for breakfast. So here's all my mom's Chinese herbs. She has reverted over to the holistic lifestyle to treat any medical issues. She doesn't have many, but she just does that to stay healthy. And so let's start off with the blender. You want to start off at a very low speed. So don't immediately go to high. So start it off the lowest. Start cranking it up. So here's my little trick. Sometimes if I forgot to sprout buckwheat and oat groats for a granola, or for oatmeal, here's this company, Go Raw granola. Here are the ingredients: buckwheat groats, which is a gluten-free grain, dates, flax, and raisins. So this is just a nice, if you just want some of those more starchy carbs in your breakfast, a really good tasty granola. So once I have my smoothie blended up, because I like to drink out of the blender so I don't have to do too many dishes, I'm going to take a little bit of granola, maybe like half a cup, not that much. You can do as much as you want, depends on what your goals are in terms of bulking or cutting or whatever. And so I'll put some of that in there, take my blender to the lowest, start blending it, and you'll see it's gonna all of a sudden go down. And then when it does, just shut it off, because you don't want to blend the granola, you just want to mix it in there. So now, dun, da, 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 I have my beautiful breakfast. And it tastes amazing. Hello, so I finished breakfast only about a half an hour ago, and so why do I have all this food out again? Because I am making my post-workout smoothie, which I'm then going to put in a thermos so that it keeps cold, and bring that to the gym so that I can drink it right after my workout. So the most important meal of the entire day, if it's a workout day, is going to be your post-workout meal. That's where your body needs nutrients so bad to make sure that your muscles recover and that they build instead of continue to get fatigued out the day. They need food because they've been torn up and tired and they're totally out of glycogen and carbs and sugar, and you need to put that back into your body so that you can build your muscle. So the gym that I'm going to, Gold's in Venice, is about 20-minute drive from my house, and I know I want to go to the grocery store after the gym to pick up some things, so it's going to be easily 45 minutes to an hour from after my workout until I go get home to make my smoothie. So I am making it now so that I can bring it to the gym and drink it right then. Just got to Gold's Gym, the mecca of bodybuilding, as they say. I just ate my little pre-workout meal, which was about 3 or 4 dates, a few strawberries, a couple grapes, a half a pear, a couple figs, just like a small, probably 1 cup's full of a couple high sugar, high carb, quick releasing fruits. And I'm about to get my chest and tri workout. Vegan bodybuilding and fitness, baby. I just finished up my chest and tricep workout at Gold's. I feel like Jello, which is what you want after a workout. If you come out of a workout fired up and ready to go do more, you didn't really hit it as hard as you possibly could. I want to now go and sit on the couch or outside and do absolutely nothing. And that is what's best for your body after you have torn up your chest and tris. Here I am in the gym taking selfies with me in my vegan bodybuilding fitness t-shirt, as always, spreading the message. And so I've looked up all the bodybuilder, vegan and not vegan YouTube channels just to learn and seek information on nutrition, on ways to do proper exercises, and so on. And there's this one guy named Piana, who is an openly steroid-using, heavily meat-eating, whey protein kind of guy. While I would never, ever, ever in a million years take any of his recipe and nutrition advice in that way, I still learn from a lot of bodybuilders who don't follow the vegan diet just for ways to do proper form for your workouts. I mean, Rich always talks about how if you're not getting gains and you're working out hard, you are not eating enough. So in that way, I have listened to some of his information in terms of eating big if you're bulking and gaining. But, you know, it was just crazy to be next to someone with that much muscle mass. It was, I mean, inspiring, I guess. It's not a level that I ever want to get at because you need to be extremely unhealthy, eating gross foods and taking drugs, which I have no intention of doing, but just he is definitely an inspiration for just people who want to put some mass on their frame. And it was funny that I've been following him for some time and happened to run into him, and he was extremely nice. So I just made a quick pit stop over to the Santa Monica Food Co-opportunity on Broadway and 16th. It is my favorite grocery store. Check out what we got here. A beautiful platter of tempeh, tofu, and sweet potatoes that I will put into the oven at 350 degrees for about 25 minutes. Here is my mighty lunch. So I finished working out about 2 hours ago, finished my post-workout smoothie, which you saw me make about an hour ago, and now it's time for a high-carb meal. Here is a big, beautiful, raw veggie salad with raw sprouted mung beans, and then some cooked quinoa and lentils, about half a cup of each, and some apple cider vinegar and lemon for dressing. And there's just so many veggies in here, and it really doesn't matter as long as it's a bunch of diverse vegetables. I got carrots, tomatoes, spinach, bean sprouts, Mizuno lettuce, tatsoi lettuce, cucumbers, bell peppers, celery, just tons and tons of good stuff, and I will eat all of this. Probably it'll take me 30 minutes. All right.